Hey guys, what's up? It's Angel. So one thing I definitely want to go over is market analysis. Like this is like the basic shit. Like you can tell, like this is mainly you're gonna use this in day trading. You can tell this like in when you're doing long term stocks on how the market might go and if you're gonna fall into a bear market. But this is just more like, hey man, I just want a few bucks or whatever. Like they say, day trading is gambling, but you can definitely put the odds in your favors. One way is okay, looking at Ethereum, right? Let's say we wanted a day trade Ethereum. Okay, so right here is resistance. So one thing we're definitely going to want to look at is, okay, so yeah, you can pay attention to lines. Honestly, like dummy down version, every time I see these lines cross, it's gonna fucking be a trend shift. You know what I mean? When the market was right here moving, it fucking shifted either way. But another thing you can always go by is, let's do some lines, right? So the market broke above this fucking resistance right here. You know what I mean? Broke, and then it's gonna pull back, and wherever it pulls back to, so now this is the new higher high. If I can make my line right. Right, so like the top, but I would go more to where this closed, right? So now this is the higher high, and now this is the new lower low. Come on, stay. So we break above this resistance, right? Because the only reason there's resistance was from this pip right here. See where the lines go? I started pointing at the screen, you guys can't even see. And we break, we pull back. Now, to see if we're going to break this trend is, you see, like, if we fucking bounced off of this, honestly, it was going to switch either way, but I don't know how to explain it, guys. I see a lot of it in my head. Probably sucks trying to teach it, but yeah. Breaks here, down. Here's the lower low, so this is resistance. It's going to break up, pull back, and most of the time it'll pull back right to this line. As long as it doesn't pass this resistance, then it'll pull right back up. If it does break through this line of resistance, say this kept going down, then this would be the like second part of the resistance, and then like it'll for sure bounce up after this. If it doesn't bounce out after this, then it's definitely going into a downhill trend after that. But you know, pull back, it's gonna break out again to this new high right here, and it's gonna pull back. As you can see, it pulled off of this higher high, which is already resistance, bounced off of this second resistance, broke out, pulled back to this resistance, breaks out. So here's a new line now. Usually put it down there. It's gonna pull back, break out, pull back, break out. Now when it starts breaking off, like right here, like it's gonna break out, pull back, break out, pull back. It's still making newer highs, but slowly. But this is definitely when you can tell, like this is like majorly like bearish. Like when you see like a fucking big red stick after a green stick, that's gonna fucking switch up on you. When you see a fucking big ass green stick after a red stick, you know what I mean. But yep. Then there. Line there. I hope you guys can kind of see the pattern I'm trying to talk about, but this is basically what I'm seeing, and this is live. We're gonna try to do some live examples right now. It's gonna break out, pull back. So here's a new higher high. Pull out, right to this next resistance. Break out. There's a new higher high. Pulls out, breaks this resistance. Breaks this resistance. So now we're in a downhill trend. So it's just like we're going up. So now with the downhill trend, as you guys can see, it's gonna be okay. So right here's the lower low. Now we're doing it. We basically just gotta do the opposite. So and here's the higher high. And you guys can go off of the last resistance too. So now Ethereum is so like this is live where this line or what's going on with this candle, and that's super bearish too. So now it's gonna bounce off of this, and it's gonna go down this, and if it bounces off of this and then breaks past this, that's a very good sign to buy. most likely it's gonna pass even this, and it's gonna do another pullback to this one, and then pull even more down. So we're looking more at a go probably a bing, 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 is what we're more likely looking at. Or we're looking more at a let me delete this fucking line. Remove line. Okay. Or we're gonna be looking at a bing, 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 which is honestly what it's looking more like. So let's see right here. Yeah, that's what it goes at. There's one or two ways, and this resistance is what's gonna play the really big part on it. And then definitely too, you can look back. Here's another lower low. Beforehand, that's line's crooked, but it's already passing that. And that's just ways you can make your trade. So if I was definitely gonna make a like a put, say like this was a stock option, you can put your put in right now, but it's just because we're so close to the line, your put, you know, if it ends up breaking this resistance, then the put, you know, will be worthless, especially, you know. But we're gonna test it out right now. We're really about to find out with this live. I'm sorry guys, it's really late and I'm kind of tired. So yeah, but so bearish. We really want to see if we're gonna break out of this line, or if we're gonna meet resistance. But most likely we're for sure gonna meet resistance right here. So let's see. Yes, and also see every bottom is always gonna be resistance. Like you see how this last bottom fares bounces here, and it broke through, guys. It's just like I said, and it's gonna keep going. It's gonna down, or it's gonna bounce off of this resistance. But you see where I see this line. You see how it's just bouncing off of it. It's exactly how it is. Red, and that was the key level we're looking at, guys. And this is live right now. Like this is what's going on right now in the exact market. A full green candle is definitely bullish. Remember, guys, if it's bullish, then it just means it's going up. But right now, if I really wanted to make a trade, like this could be a trend reversal, I would buy in right here and then sell right here before it bounces back, and then we can just use like go off of, there's like a bunch of different like flag patterns and cup handles and all that. But most likely I'll wait for another pullback, and if it was a stock option, I'd buy a put, and then boom, sell back going down. But yeah, guys, this is what I was talking about. See, it's gonna float around the resistance. That's how you can definitely make your trades. I wouldn't buy in right now, just because I already know it's gonna keep going down, depending on this resistance. This could also be the little pullback I was talking about. The little, it doesn't have to go all the way down, but it could even be just a little pull, and then fall more back. But that's just how you guys know. And then you guys can take even farther from here, right? So right here to all the way right here, there's a target. So if it bounces off this line, and if it was a stock option, I'd buy a put right here, sell off right here. So let's just watch it and see where it goes. Oh, it's breaking out the resistance. Just like that pull. But we're still looking at this trend. Now if it breaks out of this resistance, like I said, like it'll bounce off of this and then go up. But if it breaks out of this resistance, because this is a key level resistance, then definitely bullish. But we'll see. Now this is looking super bullish. But remember, guys, with every pull down, it passed this resistance. So this is definitely just be a pullback, like with this right here, before it continues back down. and especially when it's like a super long wick, which is just a skinny arrow, because the candles, basically all the candles are, and that's like super. It's bullish, but it's also like means like kind of like the bears are winning. You know, it's getting real bearish because there's a lot more selling power being applied in it. But we're still looking at this right here. This exact kind of pull. Right here would have been a really good point to buy a put because it's going to fall. Because that's just the trend that it's in right now. You'll know it's in a trend reversal when it hits right at the peak and then just kind of bounces it, and then it'll bounce back up past this line. So you guys, this is what we're looking for. Boom, boom, boom. And there it goes. Nope. Yeah. It's right there on the line, but it's bound. Yep, and there's the bearish. Very bearish. Definitely bearish. And there it goes. There it goes. Dives down. So right here, there'll definitely be a buy a put off of this line. Sell the put at this line. Repeat as it goes. See, guys? Straight down. The pullback. Right on down. That's just how you guys can tell. As soon as it hit, it's gonna stop anywhere within these few sectors, but it'll want to pull back up. And that's exactly what we're looking at, guys. Just like my little model put thing here. So that's more market analysis. Like, same thing going up, guys. Like, if yeah, it's a little different when you guys are looking at it on the winning side and you guys think, oh man, this shit's gonna go up forever. But you guys gotta be really mindful, like, okay, it broke out of resistance, it's just like, you know, here, like when was the last high, right? Like right here was the very last high. It would have been very expected that at the very bottom of this dip to sell right here when we would have bought down here. Now, I would have probably not bought down here because I probably would have thought, like, you know, this trade could be going. But once it broke this line of resistance, you had good fate, pull back, didn't meet this line of resistance, and then passed its last highest high. So that's how you know it was definitely a trend reversal. So there you guys. As you can see, it keeps falling. Exactly the little thing as I saw. You saw it right there. Exact with the pips right on the line. And we just keep watching this, guys. Like, that's how it is. And that's how you make money. You make these small trades, right? So, like, within the time of this, here to here, that's, what, $20 right there ish. You know, $15 you could have made. Now most people make $15 an hour, and then right here we just made what, the $15 ish in this couple minutes. You know what I mean? And you can see it's like the wick. It's gonna bounce right here. You see, right? So selling would definitely sell right in this area. Let it pull back up again. Go. So now we have a new resistance, still the last higher high off of this, and it's going to be the lower low. Now most likely you guys will see the hardest resistance right here, this area. If it falls lower than this, or if it breaks this resistance, then it's gonna move like big in one direction, and that's something you guys can definitely see. Yep, right with the line. And the same thing goes. You guys make money on the stock going down. You guys can make money on the stock going up using the exact same resistance line method. It pulls up just based on where it last was. You guys really don't need a whole lot of like fancy whatever shit. You guys, you'll see shit like this. See if I can. Yeah, you guys like people will tell you all types of shit. They'll probably make you buy this crazy shit or whatever. Like, yeah, it helps. You know what I mean? But like, let's face it, you can never really absolutely time the market. But let's just see how much it follows my line. This is real time. I'm not actually making the trades right now. This is more of just, learning kind of experience. But see, it's gonna pull back up, especially since this wick got really close. It's gonna most likely bounce around this resistance and then in this resistance, and then pull back down. But remember, guys, this is the new resistance line, and then it's gonna turn it into the last higher high and then the lower low. But this is like, all these are always gonna play. So like whenever it's like falling hard, like how it was falling hard here, you can always look at, okay, where was the last piece of resistance, which was right around here, like where it made a big move up. Right where it made a big move up and stopped is where this last big move went and then stopped it. Yeah, it looks like my little prediction line from earlier is really getting it accurate. When I drew it, it was all the way from up here. Now it's actually kind of following the line. It's a little bit spooky. And honestly, guys, I'm never truly this accurate, which is a little spooky. There it goes. If it passes this resistance line, it's probably gonna really drop. There it goes. Started here. We were calling it dropping from way over here. Now it's down here. It's just like we, called it. It's gonna bounce on this line, guys. We already know. We follow our lines that we made, and we already know how much it's gonna bounce. So there's that. Bouncing right on that line of resistance from the big drop all the way over here. And we really want to get crazy with it. You can like do the little alpha of these. So right here would be a major resistance. Like there'd be so much resistance down there. It'd be hard for that shit to break it. So we still got a ways to go, honestly, like on the long chart. On like the long chart, like over the course of like these hours, for sure double peak. I think it's gonna keep going down from here. There's like a triple peak. So yeah, I wouldn't look at Ethereum going up right now anytime soon. But just when you're day trading, you focus on these 1 minute pips, on these really fast moves. We would have called it from up here, right, and bought like a stock put at say $26. Already would have made, your $20 right there. So on. You get your 4 monitors. You're making all these trades simultaneously, and you're $20. That's $40 within a few minutes. You know what I mean? Over the span of, say, when we were here to here, 20 minutes ish. Let's say. Broke that resistance. Keeps dropping. when can we call the next resistance? See, because right here was that where it was bouncing. So that was going off of that resistance to that resistance to this resistance is where it's gonna fucking definitely want to drop to. See, guys? Look at that. That's money right there. That's how you guys can time the market. Drop to that fucking line. Look at that. Crazy action fucking going on. Bounce right off of this line. Right to where I called it. Look at it go, guys. And same thing goes the other direction. As it's going up, you guys buy, sell, fucking buy low, sell high. Exactly like that, guys. Look at that. Bounce right off of that line. Breaks. What I really want to find or waiting for is the trend reversal, so that I can, you know, do the opposite, and then we can, like, you know, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. But don't see no trend reversal coming for a minute. I don't see no trend reversal coming in reality until around here or way, yeah. So Erythium, man, it sucks if you guys if whoever bought Erythium fucking dollar. Look at that, guys. Fucking going. That's fucking money right there for a fucking stock option put that you, like, we made right there, of it just knowing that it's gonna go down to this fucking layer of resistance right here. The last higher high-ish. Look at it just drop. We knew it was gonna fucking drop hard. With that little pullback and just fucking tank. There's that resistance. And that was this was a big move right here. So for it to break this level of resistance for this fucking big ass pump is what we're looking for. And this might be a reversal right here, just because we're already pretty low to this. This is the big major resistance right here. Like, this is like, if this shit goes into this territory, then we're looking at some freaking crazy moves. But right now, man, it's so volatile. Look, it's at $93. We would have called it from all the way up here. That's fucking, like, this is enough. Like, if you had enough to buy one whole Erythium, if you had was able to day trade the whole, you know, $2 grand, because I usually do. I did it a lot when it was at around $3 to $4 grand. You guys can make fucking bank off of this. Just buy, sell, buy, sell. And of course, what I do is I write every profit that I take, and then take off at least 30% for taxes over the total, and because of course you guys gotta pay taxes on it, you know. Let's see if we can moved. I don't know where the fuck I moved it from. It's down, whatever. So yeah, definitely see if we can find a trend reversal here, because this is the pullback from that key resistance. Probably gonna bounce off of this line. Breaks that line, and let's see if we can find. Because remember, there's always gonna be that pullback, but the pullback usually always ends at the last resistance. So yeah, it's gonna hit the resistance. And this is live, guys. Like, this is all completely live. Yep, pull back. It's gonna bounce off of this line that we made. It's our magic line. But I secretly control the market. Now I'm playing. I don't control the market. But yeah, guys, this is live right now as of this time, 7 p.m. Pacific time. On this date. Yep. Right off of that line, bounce down. Well, I'll see. It's gonna have a hard time, cause just cause that's why you call it resistance. Same goes with the support. So yeah, it's gonna like resistance and support. Okay, I guess I'm mixing up my terms, but you know I'm not no fucking pro trader here. Like it broke its resistance, or technically if we were trading downward, this would have been our support to pull it back down to the direction that we wanted to make our money. So it broke our support, and then we have a second level of support right here. If it breaks this support, or if it bounces off of this one back up, we're definitely looking out of a trend reversal. If not, it can just be a little break to pull back. But in reality, we got fucking our last higher high is all the fuck the way up here. So yeah, it's just because of how hard this tanked. But yeah, it's always helpful to look back at what was there. It goes. So see if it breaks this lower low, and then that'll be our new real support bar. If it double mountain peaks right here, so it goes and then bounces again off of this line, that's also a really good or like indicator. Like, okay, now instead of betting on it going down, we should start betting on it going up, because it'll trend reverse to start going up, and then we just go based off of where we're at, which kind of looks as what's happening here. So it's looking really, but I wouldn't buy right here because it's gonna pull back down, because that's just too bullish. That's actually very bullish. It probably might fucking shoot the fuck up right now. Passing the support. Ooh, look at it go. But yeah, guys, even if you were to sell right now, if you were holding in from all the way up here, that's fucking money right there. We got a lot of buying pressure, especially a bigger wick than this one. So it's got to pull back down. But we also do have, this is the last real force of resistance right here. This line. Just because of how hard it dropped, it can pull back just as hard, but it'll most likely bounce. Especially just because I'm pretty sure, because that, especially the big indicator too, is when these lines cross. These lines are pretty fucking far apart, so I don't see nothing too crazy happening yet. Alright guys, this is just real trading. Just day trading right here. Watch it pull down. Ethereum's like my favorite thing, and Bitcoin is like, they're like my favorite to day trade, just because of how crazy they move, and the patterns are always going to be there. Like you guys can also day trade any other currency. That looks like a pullback. Yeah. Yeah, guys, and that's our target right there. So we already made our target, even with the pullback. Like, yeah, we would have made money down. We still made money, but we would have still fucking made more bank down there. So yeah, guys, basically that's it. I'm waiting to see if this will give me a trend reversal. Like, this could have been a trend reversal, but it wasn't like super crazy. Like, if it would have bounced, it did bounce like right on this line. If it didn't pass to this line or whatever, like, I still wouldn't have bought. But I mean, we knew, you know. We called it. Fucking tanked after that. Very bullish. Even these are like little higher high, lower low, higher high, little low. See if we get any reverse. especially when you guys got money in here and you're just watching this, it's a crazy feeling because you're like, man, either you're losing money right off the start, obviously if you don't like pay attention to the like resistance and support, which is just the basics and fundamentals, or like, because it's always the dumbest thing because people will buy like, oh man, like look at all that's just gonna go up forever, and they buy all the way up here, or like right here. You're like, fuck yeah, that shit's going to the moon, and then fucking it's just fucking tanks. People with stock options, and then they're like, fuck, this shit's fucking tank, and it's gonna go down forever. Same thing, they fucking, bam, and then it starts going up. You just can't think. It's like when you guys are with, like when you guys are picking a girl, like you can't, like, think with your dick. You gotta fucking think with your brain. You can't be emotional about your trades because that's how you make like the biggest mistakes. You got to be logical about your trades. You got to like be like, okay, well, why, is it bouncing off of resistance? You gotta think logical. You can't be scared either because you can buy in right here. You could have bought in right here just for it to like fucking sell right here, but then it could have took the fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you never know. That shit's happened to me before. I've been like, fuck. But it's just stuff. Like, we made a good call here. Good thing. I would have been like, damn, if I made a losing call. One of my first videos trying to day trade, I would have been like, fuck. But, it's just what we look at. Yeah, it'll lower low. This looks like a trend reversal to me. We're about to find out at this point of resistance if it's going to be a trend reversal. Most likely, most of the time, like, think about it, guys. Most of the time, when you feel like you should buy in, you don't buy in. Buy in when you feel like you should not buy in. Because, like, most people will be like, fuck, I should not buy in right here. And then you could have bought in right here and then sold already where it's at, and that's $10 you would have made. But now you're like, oh, fuck, I think I'm going to buy in right now, and this shit's just going to drop. Which most likely it's going to drop because, look, you're buying at a really close, price or at a really close piece of resistance. It's just for it to bounce back. And then you're going to panic, and you're going to be like, fuck, and you're going to sell right around this resistance for it to bounce back up. And you're going to be like, why does the market have something against me or some bullshit like that? You know what I mean? It's just because you guys are trading emotional. You can't trade with emotions. You have to trade like logically. I would have made my sell. Remember, guys, if you're gonna day trade, always make sure you have at least $25,000. Most apps, most places, they only let you day trade if you have at least $25,000, just because that way. Because first of all, if you're not trading that much, because like you're looking for like $10 moves, right? Like you buy 10 stocks, 10 times 10, that's 100. You know what I mean? Like, you're looking to make moves like that. See, people would have bought right here, and this was going down. They're like, what am I doing wrong? But, yeah. It's in the green now. The line's kind of curving now. This line. And then we can go into a really bullish fucking run. Which is crazy because some people would like buy right here. Like, if I was feeling ballsy enough, I'd buy right here and just fucking for that shit to run way the fuck up here. It's fucking like almost, it's bank, We'll make the decision right now. Resistance. Because like it's already, you can tell like it up, down to resistance. Now it's up. If it passes this resistance, which just because of how much it dropped, it's okay. Because remember our support, real support, because this is support we're going based off of, way the fuck over there, which is But like our real support, our last fucking piece is way up here. Way right here. This is what we're looking for. Past that resistance, so now it's for sure seeming build, but it's most likely gonna fucking to right here, you know, go and then fucking it can either go here and then fucking up, or it's gonna fucking go and then fucking crash, and then fucking basically what the fuck I could do here. If it bounces off of this and then passes this resistance, for sure it's gonna go fucking bounce off this. You see the pattern here, guys? Oops. But yeah, that's the pattern. Fucking and it's going down. It's gonna go up. Flaminio. Yeah, guys, this is what we're looking for. So it's just like we made the call from way over here. Now we're kind of seeing where it's gonna go next. Just because we knew it was gonna fucking drop hard after that fucking call. It's all in the patterns, guys. Let's just hope just watching me day trade, you guys can pick up on kind of how I do it. It's really not like rocket science. Oh, and it goes right off that resistance line that we had. Probably just gonna most likely bounce off of this resistance for sure. There's a resistance right here. Or if this is if this is a true uptrend, this is like a real fucking test too. Or if this is a real uptrend, right here is its support to fucking pull that bitch back up. Breaks this, fuck yeah, we're in an uptrend. Would be time to buy. These lines cross, just hold that bitch. But we're about to find out right now. It's the real test of, here's its resistance between this fucking right here, or its support now if it's an uptrend, because its support is what helps it like stop it from going the way you don't want it to go. It supports you. Fucking resistance is like, fuck you, got it, I don't want it. Look at that, boom, still fucking downtrend. Just this fucking line, whoop whoop whoop. Yep. Down, down, down it goes. Because it's that pullback. Because it's always going to have that pullback on its support. Oh, yeah. There it goes. I know it's key resistance now. If it bounces off of this, it's going to be an uptrend. To at least right here. But bounce. You'll see it. You love to see it. The bounce. Right where. Show it. Come on. To go up. You see, guys, like it's not rocket science. Like, it's just something you guys can see by patterns. Like, it helps put the odds in your favor to make the right, better trades. If you were feeling really ballsy, like confident in your fucking predictions, you could have bought right here and sell it when it gets to right here. Well, that's like $4 few bucks. You guys gotta make those split second trades, see? Watch it. It's gonna go. Bam, right there. Sell, sell. Bam, right there. See? It's sell, and it's gonna go down. Or is it? Either way, that's your safe bet. If you're really, really ballsy, fucking sell right here. Most likely it's gonna for sure drop by one or these two lines, but and then if it passes, I doubt it's gonna pass that resistance though. We're looking more at a this fucking pullback thing, so I said it was gonna go, thought it'd go a little higher, but it's bump, bump, and then bump. Good. I can do this all day. I do this all day, guys. Like, that's just how day trading works. That's resist, and then so notice how I didn't have a, like, once I hit that, I didn't have a hard time going up because that was the resistance. Now it's probably not gonna have a hard time going down. It's gonna have a hard time going past this, but it's not gonna have a hard time fucking falling down this shit. But been call it from right here. Just for it to fall back down. Yeah, see? Like, we can really do this all day, guys. Like, making the exact same calls. Should looking for those kind of trend reversals, because it could have happened if it did pass this fucking trend right here. We would have definitely could have been looking at a uptrend, but you know, it's just what we could see. Look how we called from here. We're exactly on that line. Knew it was gonna stop exactly on that line. Fall down below this line. Yeah, this is kind of like the little double peaks that we also see. So it stops here, stops here, stops here, so we could fly up. But so there's a lot of resistance. But remember, guys, you could also always be careful for the fake outs, because then they fucking get your ass hard. Yeah, that was that pullback. Hey guys, I'm gonna do this all day. Do this all day. And honestly, if you guys love looking at charts all day, then this I recommend. That's one way. Guys, I'm gonna cut this video because it's already gonna be like a fucking hour long. But you guys, I hope you guys get the gist of what I was basically getting at. Just remember, fucking shoots high, and it shoots low. Make a line. You can judge by that. It's always lower low, higher highs. And you'll find the right in between. You guys just make the calls. Always make the right calls. And don't trade emotionally, and you guys will do fantastic. Thanks for watching, guys. And oh, look at that go. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it go. Right there is the break. See if it breaks. It broke out of that. Just for it to probably stop right here. See? Ooh, broke that resistance, but that's the resistance right here. This is fat resistance. If it breaks out of this, it's gonna fucking drop. But like, just like Just like we called it, guys, the little boop, boop, boop. To bounce right at here, boop, boop. It's crazy, guys, Sim. And for all we know, it could it's gonna break out past this fucking pip right here. This is fucking crazy. Yep. Not even gonna fucking pull back, it's just gonna fucking... This end of the wick is what's always gonna be. Definitely. Look at that. Right in that range. Breaks out of that range. It is breaking out of that range. It's breaking out of the range of that wick. We're seeing it. We're gonna see a fucking bigger fucking drop now. There's, yep. But yeah, guys, as you guys can see, basically what we look at. Now down to 87. You guys would, if whoever a stock option put, fucking, if this was a stock option, like calling that this whole downtrend from way the fuck right here, when we kind of could have seen it at a thing, it's fucking, it would have made bank. That would have been your day right there. Would have been like, all right, all done, and call it. When the stock market's live, I definitely want to do some more trades like live. But yeah, these are just some examples. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.